Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a makeup tutorial. Sorry, I can't talk today. So today I will be doing a makeup tutorial based off of the Younique Presenters Kit. So I have just recently become a presenter for the all-natural makeup line Younique. So I decided to do a makeup tutorial using only their products. So please stay tuned. If you'd like more information about Younique, I have mentioned this at the end of my video, but you can go ahead and follow my Instagram and Twitter links at the bottom of the page, and I will include names of all the products at the bottom as well. So stay tuned. Alright, so first I'm going to start off by putting my hair back so it doesn't get in the way when I put on my makeup. Alright, the next thing that I'm going to do is put on my foundation. I already do have primer on. I put on, first I put on the Divine Daily Moisturizer by Younique, and then I put on the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. So I do have both on right now. And then after that settled in for a little bit, I am going to put on some of the Scarlet liquid foundation. That's on my presenter's kit, and then I'm going to also mix it a little bit with the organza. It's kinda blurry. There we go. I do have pretty fair skin, so I don't want to choose to go any darker, else I'll look orange. But alright, so I'm just going to put some of that on my face. Alright, so I put on the Scarlet foundation all over my face. Now I'm going to put on a little bit of the organza foundation around my cheekbones around here, just to give myself a little bit more color because I am pretty pale. So I'm just going to blend it in over here and over here, just on my cheeks. And it'll blend nice with the blush later on too, and the bronzer. Now I am going to take my Moodstruck Minerals Pigment Powder. I have Beautiful, Sexy, Confident, and Corrupted. Those are the shades that I have right here in my presenter's kit. And I'm going to use some of the Sexy shade on my eyelid. And I'm just using a Be a Small brush. It doesn't really say what kind of brush it is, but it's this brush. So yeah, I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid. Now I'm going to go to this Moodstruck Addiction Shadow Palette. It's also part of my presenter's kit. And I am going to take the color Smitten. It's a very shimmery, like, grayish color. And I'm going to mix that together over the Sexy, the pigment powder, the Sexy pigment powder that I just put on my eyelids. So kind of just help it pop more and make it even more shimmery. Now I'm going to take some of the beautiful mineral pigment powder right over here, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my brow bone. Sorry that I'm facing this way, so you're left, because my mirror is right up there. So I'm just going to put in a little bit to make my eyebrows pop a bit more. Alright, after I just did that, I am going to take some of the Tickled eyeshadow from the shadow palette. It's kind of like a very gentle pink color. And I'm going to put that into my crease. I am also using a brush by Be a Small. These brushes aren't labeled. Sorry, it's a slanted brush. It's at an angle. And I'll just put that into my crease. Just like that. And blend it. Alright, so next I will be taking this Splurge cream shadow. It's kind of like this goldish brownish color. And I am just going to apply this with my finger I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my crease. It's going to help my eye pop, and it'll add more colors into my eye. So just like that. And you can barely even notice that it's there, but it helps so much. Alright, so let me show you a close-up. You can't really see as well, but like in my mirror, it's just really shimmery on top of that pink eyeshadow. And it's kind of creating like this kind of shadow, as you can in my eyes, like right here. So it's just like an extra oomph to your eyes. But anyways, I can't talk. So the next color that I will be using is the Flippant eyeshadow. It's from the Shadow Palette. And it's a very light purple. I'll be using this one first, and after that I'll be using the Cheeky color, which is a darker, very shimmery and sparkly purple. You can kind of tell if I put it up closer. Alright, so I'm going to put on the light purple first. And I'm putting this on into my crease. Just like that. Alright, so after I'm done with the Flippant purple, I'm going to go on to the Cheeky purple. This is the darker shimmery one. Also applying this into my crease. And this color will really give your eye that pop and that smoky effect. Alright, now once I'm done with the eyeshadow, I am going to put on the Moodstruck Precision Pencil Eyeliner. And I am going to create kind of a semi-winged effect. I haven't taken off the tape off this mirror yet. Alright. So I'm starting my way from the middle of my eyelid and working my way up just to create that winged effect. Alright, so I finished doing the winged eyeliner on my right eye. I focused more on putting more eyeliner like towards the middle and outer part of my eye rather than the inner. I just put on slight, very, very slight eyeliner right here. Just did gentle gestures like that to put more emphasis on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Alright, so I have the winged eyeliner on both, and then I'm going to put on some eyeliner on my waterline on my top lid. Just very gently. Alright, maybe you guys have different methods on putting on the eyeliner on your waterline, but that's just my method. I just realized it kind of looks very dangerous. You don't have to do what I just did. But now I'm going to put on some of the eyeliner on my lower lash line, and I am not going to put it on my waterline. I never do that for my bottom waterline. I just put on some eyeliner right over here, and I just dab it, and then afterwards I usually just smudge it like that. So the first one, just going to dab it. Alright, so I just kind of dabbed the pencil like that on both of my lower lashes. And I just did it until like the middle of my eye, not completely around. And I currently can't find my smudge brush. I might have left it in my apartment. I'm not currently there right now. So I am just going to use my smudger that I have on the end of my Neutrogena eyeliner, because that's the only one I can find right now. So I'm just going to, here, I'll just do this. Just gently smudge it. Like that. Then I'll just put on a tiny bit more. Just kind of dab it on there. Now that I finished all that, I'm going to put on a little bit more of the sexy minerals pigment powder into the corner of my eye, just to add more emphasis. Alright. There you go. It looks even more shimmery right now as I applied it. Just doing this with my finger and just blending it. Just like that. This one looks. Alright, now what I will be doing is putting on some of the mascara. If you've never used Younique's 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, you first put on the Fiber Lashes gel. It's the transplanting gel. And then over that, you put on what says the 3D fibers right here. And then usually you will want to put on like 2 coats of the 3D fibers over your eyelashes. Then it really gives more of this 3D effect. So just use this mirror. So this is the gel. And then you put on the fibers. Just like that. Now I'm going to put on another coat of the gel. And then I'm going to add more fibers. This helps my eyes pop even more. Alright, my eyelashes do look really big. The fiber sometimes does get a little messy, but that's not really a problem. You can just clean it up with either a dry or a damp towel, your fingers, or a Q-tip. It's not really a problem. You do want to be careful with the fibers because they can get into your eye if you're not careful enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I did put on the Fiber Lash Mascara on both of my, top of my eyelashes, right here in the top lashes. So this is how long they are. They're very long, but I'm just using even just a bit of toilet paper that I have, and I'm just going underneath and clean up little pieces of residue. And it's really easy to clean up. Alright, now that I clean up that residue, I'm going to put on some of the mascara on my lower lashes as well. So just putting in some gel and then fibers. And again, you can just take off the residue with a Q-tip. It's really not that hard. So now I'm just going to add a few finishing touches. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the cheeky, shimmery, dark purple color into my crease and corner of my eye, just to finish that look off. So like that, and the other eye. Alright, now I am going to add some of this Smitten eyeshadow, so this very shimmery gray color, right over here in the corner of my eye. And a little bit underneath, right here. So one of the last finishing touches, I am going to put on some of the Sunset bronzer. It's in my Beachfront Bronzer Presenter Kit. I'm again going to use another brush by Be Small. And just apply it right here. So add some more color onto my face. Now I'm not looking for a very big contour effect, just to add a little bit of color into my face. If you want to create that effect, you can of course put more on, but I just put very small amounts at a time. So now I'm going to put on some blush. I'm going to use kind of like the darker color called Seductive, since I'm wearing kind of a darker top. I got the bronzer off this brush, so I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to put a little bit on. And again, I'm only putting on little bits at a time. And I'm just looking to put on a little bit of color into my face, not like have a huge, dramatic look. Right, and this has a really gentle effect. You can hardly even notice, but you can tell that there's like some color around the cheeks, and it's nice and playful. And so the very last step is to put on some lipstick and lip gloss. So I'm going to use I don't remember what color this is, but I'm going to use this shade by Younique, this lipstick. It's a very light pink. And I'm just going to put that on. You can also use lip liner. I chose not to use lip liner because, I mean, my lips aren't too small. They're not too small. I feel like they'd look ridiculous if I put on a little bit more lip liner onto them. But if you do have smaller lips, I do recommend to put on the lip liner. And then, in order to give my lips a little bit more shine, I'm going to use the Lucrative lip gloss and then Moodstruck Minerals. And this is Lovesick. That's the color of this one. And this just gave my lips a little bit more of a shimmery color. So add an oomph to the lipstick. Alright, so this is my finished Younique makeup look. So you can tell that the foundation is very gentle and very natural. What I like about it is that it's all natural, and because of it, it's, in my opinion, I think that it's similar to Bare Minerals because it's very gentle on your skin and it gives me a very gentle appearance on my skin when I use the face makeup, because I've been using Bare Minerals for so many years, and I I like both, but with the Younique, I find it that it's just, I feel like I can just use their foundation and their powder just a little bit more, and it gives me a little bit more of a nicer look than the Bare Minerals, so I do prefer their face makeup better. Um, and for the eye makeup, I love how it's so shimmery. It's it's just beautiful, and the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara just makes my eyelashes huge and stand out a lot. So I think you can tell when I do this, yeah. Um, and also like just everything about it, that it's natural, just really helps me because I am very sensitive to a lot of makeup products, and it's taken me just a long time to figure out what products I can use that would very much benefit me um, by not giving me any skin irritations. So this is a company that I found to be very useful for people who have sensitive skin, including me, because I've had several allergic reactions to different makeup products. So if you have sensitive skin, I would recommend to try this because I do have sensitive skin and it did work for me. And it's very difficult to find good makeup products that are natural, and especially it's difficult to find very pretty eyeshadows that are all natural, that you can wear, trust me. That has been very difficult for me to find. But these eyeshadows are natural and very shimmery and beautiful, and that is what is a huge benefit for me. So I hope you like this makeup tutorial. I love this makeup. I just used this from my presenters kit from Younique because I did just recently become a presenter for Younique. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, please subscribe if you liked it as well. If you want more information about Younique, I have put links to my Twitter and my Instagram at the bottom, so please follow those links and you can find way more information about Younique there. But yeah, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!